All right, everybody. Welcome back to Comedian Video Game Commentary. I'm your host with the most. I bark, but I don't bite. Back at it again for our spooky season episode. Back here at One Night Stands. Welcome back to Comedian Video Game Commentary. I'm a comedy writer and producer. I'm also here with another special guest, Mr. At Austin. How you doing, buddy?
Doing good, man. How about yourself?
Good. Welcome. Good, sir. We're going to get to you in just a moment. Just a couple quick housekeeping rules. Once again, guys, we're back at One Night Stands out here at Waterford, Michigan, for our last spooky season edition of Comedian Video Game Commentary. So as you see here, you can probably see my balding head at the back. We got our green room cam going on for different comics coming in, comedians want to come hang out here. We got Austin over here as well, holding it down. So once again, guys, just kind of letting you know that. And how we kick it off here is where, comedian video game commentary, where comedians and video games meet. So we have a lot we got to get to. Just for first, a little shout out here at One Night Stands. Tonight, performing the headline show is Bobby Collins. He's going to be here October 24th. This Friday, obviously today, as well as Saturday the 25th, and then coming up next week we got Bob Phillips over here, who has a show on October 30th and November 1st. So definitely check that out here at One Night Stands, and come see some good comedy. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my first pick as far as a video game. Well, actually, since it's spooky season, since it's spooky season, I'm gonna share my first video game pick. And before I do that, I want to introduce you guys to Austin. So, Austin, how you doing, man?
Doing good, man. It's been a good night. How about you?
Good. Welcome to the show.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to our show. So yeah, just tell the little audience about who you are, what you do. You're a comedy. You're a comedy actor. Sketch actor.
Yeah, a little bit.
And then you're also doing some writing. Tell us what you got going on.
Yeah, so just kind of broke into it recently with a buddy of mine. I mean, just at least helping with writing because, structuring the whole thing and stuff, I still got to learn and whatnot. But I don't know. It's been a blast, and especially being on camera is definitely like really nerve-wracking. Kind of, I don't know. It's a little intimidating, right?
Maybe that bad.
Yeah, but once you kind of get on there and you have fun and you mess up a take or two, it becomes a lot more fun. And, the anxiety kind of starts to go away. So, honestly, just taking my first real stab at it as of recently.
Now, tell me, what's the name of the YouTube channel that you and your friends do?
So it's going to be We Don't Go Here.
We Don't Go Here.
We Don't Go Here. Yep. It's run by Mateo and Corey.
Interesting.
Yep.
All right. Okay, We Don't Go Here. All right, so let me go ahead. Wait, hold on a second. Let me pull it on up.
That's on that YouTube.
Yeah, let me pull that on up for you. Once again, guys are watching Comedian Video Game Commentary. We live stream bi-weekly on Friday evenings. Right now, we're on YouTube, streaming live on YouTube and Twitch. So please subscribe, like, and follow. Get those subs up. So you guys should see my screen now. All right, yeah. So We Don't Go Here. So tell us a little about this channel, this thing you guys got going on.
Yeah, I mean, it's only been around they've been uploading for a few months now. But we already have, as far as I know, a couple, 2 or 3 skits that are still shot. They just kind of need to get finished up and uploaded.
Okay.
Definitely more in the works. I know there's a Halloween video that we shot at an abandoned building.
Nice.
A week or 2 ago. So that's probably the next thing that's coming up.
Okay.
And it was a lot of fun to do.
Nice.
A lot of work going into it for sure. But yeah, no, I mean it's very mockumentary kind of style. That's the kind of skits they kind of shoot for the most part. But yeah, man, I mean really, really cool guys. Mateo's super funny. He's really creative with his writing. He's very meticulous about everything. So, yeah, it's really cool to be a part. Really cool to be a part of it, even though it's still small.
Cool.
I think it'll grow.
Well, what we usually do for any comedians, whether they're coming in live or in person, We like to have them share a favorite video game pick, or maybe it could be a comedian or a comedy sketch, something they're involved in, or maybe like a comedian of their a comedian they like and admire. So is there maybe a sketch on here you want to share, or maybe like a comedian that you want to maybe share their stand up or something
honestly,
like that?
I would share that second video there, the YouTube ads.
Okay, yeah, this one's going viral.
That's a really good one. Yeah, that was the one I was last a part, or the first one I was a part of. They shot it super well. The idea was hilarious. Yeah, that's a great one.
All right, let's check this out. Yeah. And hopefully, I'm not a live stream guru, so let me know if you guys can hear the sound. All right. There we go.
Click on that.
Cool.
Epic Raid Shadow Last 4 Legends. Over 400 characters to choose from. Collect coins. Level up your heroes. And countless micro
I met him last week.
Actions and ads. Play for free today. Just can't do this anymore.
Oh, okay.
That's supposed to happen. Game.
Nice.
I gotta get the hell out of here. Where the fuck you going? Use your signal.
Is this part of the ad?
Hi, honey.
Oh, where have you been?
Working. Same place I go every day.
Yeah, working pretty late, huh?
It's 5:15.
I bet you're having that.
That's not that late. That's a pretty normal time to come home.
For release of body cam video later today, allegedly showing police beating.
Mr. Howard, how we doing?
Oh, I'm doing all right. Are you on your way to work yet? Or
Yes, sir.
Yeah, don't.
What do you mean, don't?
Yeah, we're gonna start using AI to make the ads, so we don't really need you anymore.
Yeah.
What the hell? Oh, fuck me.
Yep, that's Pop.
Oh, who's that?
Yeah, no shit, it's Pop. That's why I called you.
Yeah, no, it's definitely Pop.
Can you give me a new one?
I'm not giving out free tires,
What
bud.
was that? What was that?
What was what?
What'd you wipe on your nose?
I had a little something on my nose.
You're
Had to
putting
get it
more shit
going.
on your nose by doing that.
Yeah.
You got grease on that rag.
Yeah,
What is that?
nothing.
Well, dude, that's my house.
That's your driveway, bro.
What is he doing?
What the?
Dude, this is so weird. Is this live?
What the fuck is he?
Dude,
What the fuck was
Dude.
that?
dude, what the?
Watching the
Whoa.
YouTube ad live.
Skip it.
What do you?
Skip the fucking ad, man.
What is going on?
What do you mean what's going on? You think it's funny that I'm sad? Skip the fucking ad.
I don't even know what's going on, dude.
Just skip it.
Okay,
Just
okay.
skip it.
All right, yeah, click it.
Oh my god! What the fuck was that?
What the hell? Is he dead?
Should we call
We
someone?
should call someone.
Okay, call.
Yeah, okay.
911.
Hello? Yeah, we have a dead guy in our house.
Tell him we didn't do it.
Also, yeah, and we didn't kill him.
Well, it's kind of sounds like you killed him.
Oh shit.
Fuck. Are they mad?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Fuck.
The show's on though.
Oh yeah. See, that was I was telling you about this. It's like this guy who does mukbangs, but only with like toys.
Yeah.
So he's eating like plastic and like various items.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good
That was a
stuff.
lot of fun for that.
Yeah, how long did it take you guys to shoot that?
That
Give
was,
us a little behind the scenes.
Yeah, that was probably like, I want to say it was like 4 or 5 hours total.
Huh?
I think we still even took like a break in between there somewhere. So yeah, it was pretty quick. They wrote everything pretty well, and we just kind of threw in improvise, things when we needed to. Like I don't think the sleeping on the air mattress in the garage, I don't think that was like something they wrote.
Yeah.
But we just thought it would be like, oh, this would make this guy's life really sad. So why not? You know?
Hey, kudos, man. Kudos.
Yeah,
you guys just launched what earlier this year?
Yeah, I think so. Corey and Mateo were started building it probably like 4, 5, 6 months ago, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
A couple months is when he gave me a call, and that's when we started helping him out with that stuff. So that's a lot of the work they do. I just help when I can.
Okay. So, good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Well, we'll look forward. I'm gonna give you guys a subscribe right now.
Thank you, man.
So, Comedian Video Game Commentary. We're official subscriber to you guys. Appreciate a lot of the young up and comers coming up. So appreciate that. All right, so I'm gonna get into my pick. So once again, guys, you're watching Comedian Video Game Commentary. So I'm gonna get into my pick. It is spooky season, so I got to give it to Left 4 Dead. The first one came out, I think maybe 2008, 2009 for the Xbox 360. Austin, I see your Bobby head over there.
Left 4 Dead. Yeah, I even just played that like last year with some buddies for like a week straight.
Oh, okay.
That's a good one. Yeah. Left 4 Dead,
yeah. So it's pretty much like the game disc. Are we talking about
no,
just
Steam.
like online, PlayStation Store?
No, just on Steam. Yeah.
Oh, Steam. Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause I was kind of one of the old heads. I never quite made it over the online hump.
Oh, really?
So a lot of the stuff, at least older guys on here, we're going to talk about a lot of old school games. But then I never quite made it over that. So about mid 2010s up until that point, I was still gaming pretty heavy.
Yeah.
And I didn't make it. But there's still a lot of good games out there. Even recently, I still watch like gameplay.
Yeah.
So Left 4 Dead, and once again, what we like to do is I kind of just commentate as the
get ready for the X-Shot
plays playing. Another ad. Hopefully we skip this one. So basically, this is one of those games where it's like you wouldn't think that a zombie game could still do this.
Right.
This is like 2008, 2009. Obviously, at this point, Resident Evil has been around 10 plus years.
Yeah.
It definitely doesn't have the same steam it once did. There's been some video games in the past, like the House of Dead series, arcade and Dreamcast.
Yeah.
Even like I give a shout out to Zombie Revenge on the Dreamcast as well. There's been zombie game moments, but I feel like this sort of just how I think maybe the Walking Dead series kind of reinvigorated zombies for TV.
Yeah.
I think Left 4 Dead, it just kind of came through, and just the level of gameplay. I even had to play this whole opening scene. Remember this opening scene cut?
Yeah.
This game scene, man.
Yeah. I remember Left 4 Dead 2 a lot more, but Left 4 Dead 1 I still hold a place in my heart.
Yeah, that's same thing. I had Left 4 Dead 2 as well. I don't think I beat it.
Yeah.
But I definitely was like, yeah, this was just the cut scene alone. Like you got these like a moaning witch and like this weird little human liquor. You shoot at it and the green gas comes out, and the what's that giant, the little giant thing?
You're talking about the one that rams?
Yeah, the ram like a giant elephant man gone wild, So it was just so much with this game, bro.
Yeah, it was that was a lot of fun.
This cutscene, just intense, And the great thing about this is that, the game looks just as good as the cutscenes.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
We're in that era of Xbox 360. But
yeah, they used the same. I remember they used the same engine. They used something called like Source Filmmaker. That's how they did those cutscenes.
Yeah.
And anybody could use that too. Like that was available for like the public even to make their own or whatever. So, do you remember Team Fortress 2 at all?
No, I'm not familiar. What was Team Fortress about? Yeah.
It's the same creators as Left 4 Dead 2.
Okay.
They're Valve, and that's like it's kind of like a hero shooter. It was one of the first kind of like Overwatch kind of games, essentially. But same thing. Like they had all these videos that dropped right around the game coming out with them using that Source Filmmaker and making like custom cutscenes for these. Like it was like Meet the Heavy, Meet the Spy.
And what was the genre of Team Fortress?
Like hero shooter, like Overwatch, or like just a shooter, but everybody's got like an ability.
Yeah.
Or special weapons or special tools or something like that. So yeah, that sort like any Source game is like I'm just a huge fan of for the most part.
Yeah. So this cutscene is still going, and like I said, I encourage anybody who's not familiar with Left 4 Dead, just go back and watch this opening cutscene. There's YouTube reactor channels that react just to this epic cutscene that really sets the stage for this video game, you know. And like the levels I'll enjoy, I'll let this cutscene play out, but I kind of skip ahead. I think there's like the hospital scenario. There's, you know, I don't remember all the scenarios, but
there's a lot of missions in those. I like how different they are too. You know, like one moment it's a super rainy, like dark alleys and whatnot.
Oh man. Almost got her. Didn't get it. Yeah, man. Then old man's like, hey, we just crossed the street. So I'm gonna skip ahead a bit here. But I think I want to say the AI was super advanced, but like I just like how, you know, it stayed first person. It keeps it simple. Like I said, I never really got into the online hump, but this is kind of, you know, the subway scene and just how there's periods of calm. And then there's periods where just all the zombies just start showing up. Just going
honestly,
straight 28 days later. It's like, oh.
Bro, oh my God, the hordes, man. I feel like I remember when I first ran into like the horde and then we went to the witch. I remember like the first time I ran into that witch and shot her and immediately regretted it.
Yeah, it's like a level boss that doesn't go away. You know, she's just like, it's just like, like you start hearing like, like, what is that? And like, it's like you try and avoid the witch, but sometimes you gotta, whatever the mission is, you got to end up walking past it's or like you try and avoid it, but you always end up pissing it off or setting it off, and that witch is running after you. So yeah, just epic gameplay here. Yes, the hospital. So all this is starting to come back to me now, you know. So and then I believe there was like there's a scene where we were like in like this sort of like fortified like village side or like town side or something, but yeah, just epic, man. Just epic. So I can't say enough of Left 4 Dead. That is my official comedian video game commentary spooky season pick. All right, so Austin, I'm gonna pass it off to you. I'm gonna do a stand-up comedy piece next, but I want to kick it off to you and see if you have a scary video game pick you'd like to submit
that I throw in. Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, or I could do my stand-up comedy. It's up to you. What's your?
No, you're good. You're good. It's funny because I'm like looking through a list right now too.
Okay.
To remind myself.
Multitasking, all on the same phone.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, you blacked out.
Is it?
Yeah.
Good now. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I would probably say because like I played a lot of like multiplayer games. I was like. What I played the most when I was growing up. I didn't play a lot of single player stuff.
Yeah.
But my girlfriend, she got me into playing a lot of these single player games. She got me to play Silent Hill.
First one?
I think it was the second one. I can't remember.
Silent Hill 2 for the PS2?
Yeah, I think so. But we emulated it. That was the only
Okay, all right.
But solid. Like
yeah, let me pull that up then. Let me pull that up, and you can go ahead and. I will admit, I remember playing parts of Silent Hill 2. I remember it was like a lot of big buzz.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of one of those video games where Silent Hill 1 came out for the PS1, I believe, 98, 99.
Yeah, around there.
But the sequel didn't come out until the next console.
Yeah, it was. I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah, so it was so by like first one was 99. Then Silent Hill 2 comes out, I think 02, but PS2 had already dropped.
Yeah.
So I can't think of a lot of like epic video games like the classics where the first game comes out on the console, at least that sequel comes out on the same console, came out on this next generation.
Yeah.
So here we got, right here, Silent Hill 2. So kind of break it down to us with this game, you know?
Man, my favorite thing about this game was because, like, I think one of my favorite things is the older the game, too, like the clunkier, you know, sometimes the checkpoints can be and stuff like that. I just like the charm of that, for one. And then for two, it's just like the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like the very like ambient music the whole time. Like, I don't know, like it's like that feeling of like you're alone, but you're not really alone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think that's my favorite part about that whole game. And any kind of like jump scares usually don't get me like that, but that game definitely, I feel like it hit me with those like quite often.
What do you think about? How about the movie?
The movie actually was really solid.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I liked it a lot.
I think it was one of the better video game movies. I say the sequel. Don't watch the sequel. But I would say the first Silent Hill with I believe old girl Roddy Mitchell, Laurie Holden from Walking Dead.
Yeah.
That was stronger to me than like the first three Resident Evil movies. I think it was a stronger, better pitch.
I can agree with you. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Silent Hill was overall stronger first movie than I feel like the whole Resident Evil series. To be honest,
because like I don't know, the Resident the movie series for Resident Evil just felt like just super different, and at least with the Silent Hill movie, like some stuff matched up. You know?
Yeah, it was. I believe it was Faye. Oh, I remember this guy, a little pyramid head. Remember him, but I just remember that it was just something about the Resident Evil movies that they never got right, and even had the recent. I've ranted about this on our show before, where it's kind of like they don't find super fans who are faithful to the source material, where they're super fans of the video games and they're respectful to the source material. Right. If you look at the first couple of Resident Evil games, between the cutscenes, even if you're going through the mansion or Raccoon City and you read the memos or the diaries left behind, those are whole stories and enough material there. But you get these people who are really casual fans, from Paul W.S. Anderson, to other people that directed it. And then, he has his wife and no hate against Mila Jovovich, but they aren't true fans at the core, where there's so much material there. Instead, it's like, well, you can kind of tell, like, well, we want to be respectful to how the Resident Evil movie was, to the fans, but we also want to add something new to it. It's like, oh, shit. For what? Like, what are you doing? And right there, like, I already know they're gonna fuck it up. Exactly. Even with the recent Welcome to Raccoon City one. And once again, I know I'm ranting on Resident Evil, but they just, you got the environment more faithful. It looks like right out of the video games.
Yeah, that part is.
But you mixed up the characters. It's just,
they muddied the water.
Yeah, they screwed it up again. They keep screwing it up because you don't get faithful people who are like, the games were perfect. Let's recreate how the games were. Perfect. Yeah. So anyway, any other thoughts on Silent Hill?
No, man. This was a recent game for me for the most part. As funny as it is, since it's like 20 years old. But,
and I'm sorry. Can you see the show? The stream?
I should be able to. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. Let me see. My bad. Hold on.
Very good.
Okay. Cool. You see the whole show.
Yeah, I've been watching it.
All right. Once again, guys, you're watching Comedian Video Game Commentary. I'm your host. I bark, but I don't bite. Hayward Crawford here with @Austin from YouTube channel We Don't Go Here. Is that the name of the channel?
Yeah.
We Don't Go Here. All right, cool. All right. So I'm gonna share next my stand-up comedy pick, and once again, this is a new format we're incorporating into the show. Because once I get more organized and get a little bit more help, we're gonna have, we have more volume of people coming in and out the show. Obviously, it's kind of like an off week. Usually, we have a couple comedians that jump in.
Okay. But
we'll do like trivia, in-game shows and stuff like that. But for now, we're just gonna keep it, bare bones simple.
I got you.
So there's a comedian I want to share. His name's Robin Harris. Have you ever heard of him?
I don't think. I see his face, maybe.
He was kind of like in the style of Bernie Mac. They both came from Chicago.
Oh, okay.
And I wish I could try. I want you to hear part of his stand-up. Actually, I'm gonna play it on this other phone. But basically, I'm gonna play some of his stand-up. And I think it's like a 3-minute clip. Yeah, here it is, Partners in Crime. This is a good one. So I'm gonna have it right here, and I'm gonna play that clip. But basically, Robin Harris, he unfortunately passed at the young age of 36. And basically, he was right on the cusp. He was in this older movie. This is even before my generation. So I'm gonna sound really old, even though it's like the generation before me, But he was in a movie House Party that came out in the early '90s with this hip hop group called Kid and Play. Okay. It was also Martin Lawrence's first film.
Oh, really?
Yeah, okay. He was doing Def Comedy Jam and different stuff like that. Yeah. So you play like the really tough, like alcoholic father. You know?
Oh, that's who like Robin played.
Yeah, Robin Harris played. So he came from Chicago like Bernie Mac.
Gotcha.
So you kind of probably know who Bernie Mac is, right? Yeah. So he has a similar sort of style. And I think they were like friends, and they kind of came up together. Yeah. And then both of them. Yeah. Bernie Mac obviously lived a lot longer. He went on to become a star, and Robin Harris was kind of like on the cusp of becoming that, but then he kind of passed away.
Yeah, who would have?
Yeah.
What he could have made of it.
So I'm gonna play on my Bluetooth. This is a solid 3-4 minute set. So for our stand-up comics, a lot of our comedians, obviously, it's all about keeping your 3 to 5 minute set tight. Okay. So he kills it here. So I'm gonna play this so you can hear it, and you guys should be able to hear it listening. So here we go. There you go. Watch it right here.
Hey, our time I've been on. Hey, bro. Want to put your feet back? Look at it. Look big ass. Stand on Broadway, tripping people on Main with your feet. Good looking folks in here, ain't it? Old lady back there with a jerry curl. She's messing up somebody's pillowcase, ain't she? Saw a woman in the back with her hair braided, just like my wife. Hair braided up so tight she can't even close her eyes when she go to sleep. In the bed sleeping. Eyes wide open. I hate my wife. I ain't gonna need me lying. Y'all can tell if y'all want to. I hate her. I wear my wedding ring on the wrong finger because I married the wrong goddamn woman. Shit, I hate her. I ain't gonna lie. I be hoping sometime I go home, y'all, and the ambulance just pull her ass out. All they ask me to do is just review the body, hear me? I can't have no luck with women, boy. Every woman I meet, all these old badass kids. You can't even get nothing. You go to a girl house 3 o'clock in the morning, little boy's still up, ain't he? Taking coffee and taking no-do. Start looking at your ass. Hey. Look at your ass. Talking about, can't hang, huh? You be young, can't hang, huh, bro? Damn right I can't hang. Y'all be in bed. Little fucker. I mean, Robert introduced me to, I don't know why I like Robert. Chest tube, baby. Partners in crime. Ain't that a bitch? Too much crime going around now as it is. There's somebody breaking your house. Hey, no, steal your car. Get out of jail before you get another one. Ain't that something? Hey, Oprah, is that Oprah over there? How you doing, baby? That's a big woman now.
Like you said, Oprah. Talking about somebody's fat.
Yeah. You see a big woman? That's like the damn one. I bet she run that much water in the bag till it overflows. Look, hey. Man, well, I met a girl a couple of weeks ago, man. No, she gonna tell me, she gonna tell me, if you want to get acquainted with me and my son, you'll have to take us to Disneyland. Ain't that a bitch? I went to pick up the next day here, she got 4 more kids. I said, who kids for them? She said, them baby kids. I said, where the fuck is baby? She said, baby went downtown. I said, why don't she take her kids with her? Boy, them kids is something else too. You know how kids act when they ain't never been nowhere. We went to Disneyland, we go up to small world, they jump out the boat. Holy crap, I'm like, small world! Small world! Oh. Hey. I've never seen that like in my life. Just whooping ass all that Disneyland. Kick Mickey Mouse ass. I had to leave them kids, man. I went to my car, ran to my car fast as I could, you know? I got to the car, here they is, waiting on me. Had it all full of Mickey Mouse watches.
All right.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, so that's Robin Harris right there. So yeah, definitely legend. Rest in peace. Definitely has a likeness to Bernie Mac, you know. So once again, guys, you're watching Comedian Video Game Commentary. I'm your host, Hayward Crawford, comedy writer and producer. I'm here at One Night Stands in Waterford. We got playing tonight Bobby Collins. He's here Friday the 24th through the 25th. And then coming up this Thursday, October 30th, November 1st, is Bob Phillips. We won't be back as a show until the 7th. So we also have Bobcat Goldwaith coming up. So right over here, do a little, take that off screen real quick. So yeah, definitely check it out. Check it out. All right, cool. So what we're gonna do next? All right, so you shared comedy sketch. I shared a video game pick. You shared a comedy sketch as well. If you want, man, I mean, we can hang out a little more. Or if you got to head out soon, it's up to you.
I got another like 10, 15, and then I'm gonna split out.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so let's go ahead and so Austin, give out your social again, and where can people follow you and the We Don't Go Here crowd?
Yeah, so We Don't Go Here on YouTube. I think they're gonna be making like a TikTok and Instagram soon, but YouTube for now. We got at Austin on Instagram and YouTube. I mostly don't really post a whole lot of stuff other than music on my Instagram. But no, We Don't Go Here. Definitely check out more stuff that's to come. We're always writing stuff, and we're always finding new locations and coming up with new ideas and seeing how we can learn more and everything too. So definitely take a look out for those. All
right, sounds good, man. Well, thanks a lot. Thanks for coming through.
Of course, bro.
Yeah, you can go ahead and close out of that. Appreciate you coming through, bro.
Of course, man.
But appreciate it. And also shout out to Austin, also helped out with the setup today as well.
Yes, sir.
You know, I can always use help with the live stream because live streaming ain't easy out here.
Yeah, no, for sure. If you need it again, man, straight up hit me up because I got you anytime. Okay?
Yeah, no worries, bro. All right, I'm gonna continue my live for a little while, but I appreciate it. Thanks for coming through.
Of course, bro.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So once again, Comedian Video Game Commentary live streaming here at One Night Stands in Waterford, Michigan. I gotta change that banner. I'm missing a letter over there. All right, so what I'm gonna do now, guys, since we're kind of a little bit of a light show tonight, I'm gonna go over with you guys some game show ideas. All right, so let's get that going on here. New in-show game ideas. Screen's looking a little crazy. I'll have to see what's going on.
Good.
Yeah, that was weird. All right, have a good one, bro.
You too, bro.
Yep. All right, so new in-show game ideas. All right, so I'm gonna run past some ideas that I have, and you guys could tell me what you think. All right, and I don't know if Ted was able to make it into the comments tonight. But it's just me. It's just us here. Spooky season, as you guys can see. You know, I got the new green room cam in the back right there. So, you know, I'm just going to run these ideas past you guys. And you guys can give me your feedback. And we'll kind of go from there. So give me a minute. I'm going to pull these ideas up. Once again, Comedian Video Game Commentary. Follow us on YouTube, Rumble, and Odyssey. YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, and then we're still trying to get back on Kick. Trying to get that going again. Never a dull moment. All right, so okay, see here. All right. So, the first idea I have for a new in-show game, this one is called Well, I want to call it a game. This one will be called the CVGC Year-End Shiva Award. So those of you guys, hey, Teddy, welcome. I see you. Howdy. Thanks for joining us. So, Ted, those of you guys who are listening, we got Ted on the live stream at Premise Land. So perfect timing, Ted. What I'm doing now is that we're about to start doing our I'm gonna start submitting these game show ideas. So Ted, I'm gonna post the name of the game show idea across the banner, and then Ted, you start giving me your feedback. I'm gonna just give you my idea what I think this should be, and then Ted, you can kind of comment the feedback. You can comment what you think about it. All right. So this first one, once again, I'm gonna put it on the screen again. I'm gonna call this the Year-End Shiva Award. So Ted, if you ever watched the show The League on FX, did you ever watch The League? If so, it's kind of like it was like a pretty funny sitcom, like an Always Sunny in Philadelphia sitcom, centered around these group of friends that do fantasy football, and they get into all these different antics and things like that. So if you follow the show FX, The League ran for a few seasons on FX. They have called a Shiva, and basically it's like this hot Indian girl they knew as a kid that they always wanted to get with, never did. So okay, and then basically whenever they whoever ends up winning the league or the season in fantasy football, they have this kind of shrine with her face, kind of creepy, but it's just in a funny comedic way. So basically, I want to at least have some sort of year-end award. All right, so some sort of year-end award where at the end of the season or the end of the year, whoever accumulates the most points, trivia, whatever it is, you're going to get our version of the Year-End Shiva Award. All right, and we'll kind of do it up and we'll make it look just like it was in the show. So if you just look up FX The League Shiva Award, look that up, and basically that's what we're going to do. All right. All right, so that's my first idea. Here's the next game show idea I got in mind. And once again, guys, we're here at One Night Stands. I believe tonight, I think the Pistons are playing the Rockets, if I don't recall. Who's playing tonight? Yeah, Pistons are playing the Houston Rockets, just FYI. All right. So let me go over here and show you guys the next idea I got in mind. All right. So next, roast that video game character. All right, Ted. So this is my next game show idea. Roast that video game character. So we could pick whether they're beloved, whether they're video games we never quite understood. Maybe the reception of that video game, the video game character was lukewarm. We're just gonna pick a random video game character and just roast it. Roast them, make fun of it, or give our little critiques on the video game character. So that's just a possible idea. So I'm just kind of throwing that out there, Ted. Let me know what you think in the comments on that one. All right. All right. So next game show idea, Ted, we have. Oh, there's a Tigers game on tonight too. All right, I can see another room. Once again, here at One Night Stands, when you come out to our CVGC green room, it's also a really nice bar right next door. So you can kind of come here, get your green room comic hangout on, grab a drink at the bar over there, catch the end of the game. So here's the next game idea I got in mind. Guess that video game theme, noise audio game. So this is pretty simple. We kind of did this last time. See what you said, Ted. All right, cool. Glad you like that one, Ted. All right. So this one, guess that video game noise. Pretty self-explanatory. You're going to play a video game noise, a theme that comes on, and basically you guess what that theme is, So pretty standard. All right. So our next, once again, game show idea Continuing the game show theme. Is the Mount Rushmore, fill in the blank. What is the Mount Rushmore? Like the Mount Rushmore of, let's say, the hottest video game characters. And our Mount Rushmore, Ted, is Lara Croft, Tomb Raider. The chick from Perfect Dark. I forgot, maybe two other ones, So that'll be another one, the Mount Rushmore of whatever it is, video game. Or give you the Mount Rushmore of stand-up comedians in this category, of raunchy stand-up comedians, maybe Andrew Dice Clay, maybe a Jim Norton, even Martin Lawrence, like Run Tell That days, So that's the theme. All right. Next in-show game idea. What we got over here? Oh, all right. Okay. Let's see here. All right, so next game show idea. Is if ABC video game was set in Detroit. All right, cool. Ted, like it. All right, cool. Really liking the idea so far. All right. So if ABC video game was set in Detroit, if let's say Call of Duty or Resident Evil was set in Detroit, if so-and-so video game was set in Detroit, and what would give that video game a certain Detroit spin? All right. All right. So next game show idea. Oh, not that one. Play that comedian set reactions. So Ted, this will be a new segment where we'll go around the horn, and like this is kind of what me and at Austin were doing earlier. We were playing like a comedian, maybe a comedy set we just did, a 3 to 5 minute set. It might be another comedian's set they did, or maybe a friend of theirs. So we play that set, and we mention like why we like this set as a comedian and what they're up to. So that would be the idea behind that, just to kind of stick to more like what's going on with comedy, and kind of just sort of chopping it up on different comedians we want to put people on, or people may not know about, up and comers, maybe classic veteran comedians, and play some of their classic 3 to 5 minute stand up. All right. Cool. All right. Got a few more to go. So I got a lot of time to kill. So, all right. So next one, game show ideas. Listen or lose. This is called listen or lose. So what this is basically, this is where as we grow our channel and different people can come in and tune into the show, we're going to be like, hey, we're going to do random trivia. What was Malachi's favorite sports game pick from last show? Or early in the show, what was Danielle or Gad's favorite adventure game pick? So you either listen and you know what that pick is. Oh, Gad said Power Stone, or Danielle said, House of the Dead. You won. But if you didn't listen, you don't know what game they talked about, then you lose. So it's listen or lose. All right. So let me know what you think about that, Ted. And then other ideas, these are just kind of like ideas. I want to say these are actually shows, but we'll do like an all-time trivia scoreboard leader. So we're going to track points. Right now, Gaz in the lead so far because we only done those show segments once. So we'll do like all-time trivia scoreboard leaders. All right. Then another one we'll do is like if XYZ video game was like set in Los Angeles. So similar to, the video game theme. If this video game was set in Detroit, those that are familiar with the LA area, hey, if XYZ video game was set in Los Angeles, we kind of, talk about it and all that stuff. Yeah. I don't know a lot of video. You don't know a lot of video games, Ted. Come on. It's part of what the show is about, half and half. I'm sure you can kind of think of some more. All right. Our next game show idea that I had in mind would be just kind of like a random comedian trivia question round. Oh, not right there. Oh, I thought I had it. Hold on. So where we're just kind of asking random trivia about different comedians, whether they're veterans, classic, whether it's like a Richard Jeni, Sam Kinison, all the way to the new folks out there. So it's kind of like just some random trivia. Oh, this one I think would be cool. And once again, I wasn't huge on the Call of Duty Live, but next idea would be a top 5 or top 10 Call of Duty shit talk insults. So we could either Google these, we could kind of look them up and react to it, but I'm pretty sure Fortnite's kind of take the crown, but we can even change it. It could be like Fortnite and or Fortnite. I never kind of made it to the Fortnite side, but I'm pretty sure we could both think of or at least look up like the craziest insults or things that people say. Obviously, we got to be careful not to do too much to get us censored out here in these streets, but yeah, that would be one. So Fortnite, Call of Duty, craziest insults, just something to think about. You're just kind of throwing these out. Yep. All right. Cool. All right. So moving right along. Everybody, I feel like a lot of people like a classic bingo card, so we can kind of do bingo cards, and this is pretty much where I'll have a little more help. We could put like a digital bingo thing on the board and do bingo and just do different fun things related to comedy, rate video games and whatnot. Hey, how's it going?
Just checking out. What's this room?
Yeah, this is comedian video game commentary. This is a green room. We're doing our spooky season show. So you're more than welcome. We are live streaming right now. But if you want to come by and introduce yourself if you want.
That's all right.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Yep. So once again, guys, we're here at One Night Stands Comedy Club. Right now we got I'm going to be here through the rest of this evening. We have Bobby Collins playing tonight, Friday the 24th, and also Saturday the 25th. We also have Bob Phillips playing October 30th through the 1st. And then we have Bobcat Goldthwaite. He'll be here doing a show November 6th through the 8th. Once again, here at One Night Stand. So I probably should have showed this part first. All right. So once again, we got Bobby Collins over here doing a show at One Night Stands the 24th to the 25th. And then later this week, there's Bob Phillips playing October 30th through the 1st, followed by Bobcat Goldthwaite November 6th through the 8th. Our next show back will be Friday, November 7th. Our venue still TBA as far as where we're going to be popping up next. We'll be popping up next at a different comedy club. All right. So next on our trivia game list, these are just things I'm putting out there. And then we got Ted at Premise Land in the comments holding it down. And we're just kind of throwing these ideas off each other video game fantasy lineups. All right. So this, I think, would be I'm trying to remember what oh yeah. So my idea behind this originally was kind of like how people put together like a fantasy football league. We can do more intricate. This is probably when I have a little bit more help to put together a more intricate type of like if you were going to do a draft of a video game team and you wanted to have like the most powerful characters, let's say Kirby, Link, Master Chief, and we could do like video game fantasy lineups, like draft this character, draft this character, you get his whole team and whatnot. So something along those lines, we'll take a little bit of creativity, but just kind of like an idea I kind of thought about. Let's see here. All right, next idea. Let's see here. All right, all time or top 10, top 5 countdowns of different like favorite characters, best video games, also doppelganger challenge. All right, so who do you look like? What video game character do you look like? Let's just be honest. So maybe we could kind of accuse each other of looking like different video games, or you can just own it and just say, yeah, I probably look like this video game character. Doppelganger challenge. So I think that would be a fun one. Kind of throw that out there. Next one on our new in-show game ideas. And we're almost through this list, so just hang with me here. But slow show tonight, might as well get all these ideas out. All right, so next in-show game idea, Ted. Name a video game you play when. And then we'll say like, hey, when you're on the, not when you're on the toilet, but hey, when you're feeling down, or hey, maybe when, or even when you're a kid, even if you don't really play video games as much anymore, what do you do? Like, what do you do? Like when you play this game when, or when my dad was out of town, or I don't know. But basically you get the point. Yeah, I am intrigued too. A lot of wiggle room there. All right. So, next possible game show idea. We'll have this kind of just through participation, you can win this one. This isn't a participation trophy, though. All right. But, I keep clicking that one. All right. Most CVGC appearances scoreboard. So, we'll have a scoreboard. I think Gad is kind of up there, followed by you, Ted. So we'll do like maybe an end of the year, end of the season, who had the most appearances on a CVGC episode or CVGC show, and have like got a little award that way. We'll come up, we'll have like a set PA, kind of make these little trophies and awards up, for fun. So it should be interesting. Should be interesting. All right. Next one we got. Let's see here. What do we got over here? All right. This is gonna be a good one. All right. So the next show idea, new in-show game idea. Ted, I think you might like this one. The top 5 best or worst cutscenes. The top 5 best or worst cutscenes. So those of us 2000s and earlier playing video games where the graphics were not that good, very pixelated. And it was that era growing up where like, man, I wish the video game looked, I wish the cutscene looked, I wish the rest of the video game looked just like the cutscene. Cutscene looked good. You play the game, is bad. It's pixelized. So, me offhand, I'd say the Dead Island, Left 4 Dead, NBA Street, among the best cutscenes of all time. And then what were maybe some of the more uneventful Fall Flat cutscenes? I'm sure a lot of us can remember the best cutscenes of a video game, whether it's old or new. So we can kind of do that list. All right, cool. All right, got you, Ted. All right. Yep. So do one of those. So I think that has some potential. And like I said, these will be things as we get more organized and structured. We'll have these prepared and just ready to go into, have like a whole little agenda format going on. Next in-show game idea. Random video game trivia question round. So we're going to have, you could Google a lot of these lists, but we'll have a nice prepared list together of just this video game character, or in this video game, this was set here, to really show you both the old and the new school, where you stand on video game trivia. We're also going to have like a random comedian, stand-up comic trivia as well, to recognize, hey, how well do you know your stand-up comedy or your comedians, from the classics, the veterans, to maybe some up-and-comers today, So let's see, Ted. All right. Me and my coworkers were just talking about a video game called PGA Streets. Yeah. Where's our PGA Streets game? Where is it? Good point. It's a good point. All right. So next thing we got, let's see here. We're almost through here. Once again, guys, you're watching Comedian Video Game Commentary. I'm here at One Night Stands in Waterford, Michigan, doing our last of our spooky season show. So as you can see, I got our little pumpkin colors today, little pumpkin spice latte vibes, pumpkin spice glasses, I guess. And then we got these whatever these things are behind me, trying to be spooky and whatnot. So. All right, next in-show game idea. Oh, I think name that video game theme. I think we did that before. Top 5 best worst voiceover lines. All right, so I think we all could think of some video games with the worst voiceover ever. I think the OG Resident Evil is definitely up there. And I think some other ones are escaping me right now. So definitely top 5 best worst voiceover lines. We'll kind of go around the horn and everybody kind of pick which one. All right. So next in-show game idea. As we continue here. This is kind of a long one, but I'm going to go ahead and so comedy, Twitter, X, news feeds. So basically whatever is new or going on X, comedy related comedians, whether it's like a Theo Von or Joe Rogan or, whoever, the current, comedians of today, see what they're doing or what's going on in the comedy world. Who's that other guy? Has been Sebastian somebody. John Mulaney, a lot of whoever's like, new in the, 85 South, different comedians to kind of just see what's going on with them, react to the latest news. So we kind of stay plugged in what's going on, with the current generation. All right. Video, this last, I won't say the last one, but it's kind of along the same lines. This would be video game, Twitter X newsfeed, check-in, latest reactions. So basically we'll type in, okay, Electronic Arts or Hasbro or Sony or whatever video game industry news is latest, because I'm not always plugged in. I think many of us may not plugged in what's going on today. So same thing is how we'll just pull up what's going on in the comedy industry, what comedians are doing. We'll also plug in and see, okay, what's the latest in the video game industry? And we can kind of react to it in real time, give some commentary on it. All right. Two more, y'all. These last two are kind of a homage to the great Conan O'Brien. Big fan of his late night show, watching that as a kid, growing up, middle of high school. So we're going to do a new CVGC if they made it. So this is going to require some help of somebody we know with some basic Photoshop skills, basically. So with that in mind, I would say, like, if you guys just look up Conan O'Brien late night show if they made it, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take video game characters. I'm gonna make a note of that. You know, we're gonna take video game characters and then merge them together, like if they made it. So we'll probably may have a producer or a set PA kind of, you know, merge the Photoshops together, and then we'll just react to it like, you know, what if Link from Zelda and Kirby had a baby? You know, who knows? You know, so we'll do something like that and kind of just react to it live. All right. But like I said, we're gonna need somebody with some Photoshop skills to do that. And then finally, this is my last potential in-show game idea. In-show game idea would be video game character survey. So it's kind of similar. You just got to look up Conan O'Brien, like celebrity surveys. So it's going to be kind of like a homage to that. So if you look up those sketches from Conan, very funny. And it'll be rather just sitting down and kind of crafting out like a funny, similar thing. And we can kind of put it up there and kind of react to it. So, yeah, that's all I got. I wanted to just put that out there. As far as us growing the show, obviously, you know, we're trying different setups. We got a new green room for different comedians to come through. We had a couple comedians, you know, pass throughout the night. Yeah, we're just going to keep things going. But Ted, thanks for, you know, holding it down in the comments. So I think we're going to kind of wrap up the show. We're going to be back Friday, November 7th. We're going to continue on Fridays bi-weekly. I'm not sure what we kind of do what's called a comedy club pop-up. So we're here at the One Night Stands Comedy Club. I'm not sure if we're going to be here next time, but we will be returning to One Night Stands. It'll be part of our rotation. But November 7th, our next show back, still going to be a little up in the air. All right. So once again, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call it. Thanks for tuning in for Comedian Video Game Commentary. We got a few shows left as we head into the holidays. This is our last spooky season episode, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And we'll be back next time. All right. All right, Ted, appreciate you. Talk to you guys later.